Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to tell you how to write Java programs step by step. This first line, public class ABC, this is known as class declaration line. Why we are writing class for every program? Because we have read the concepts in last chapter, encapsulation and abstraction, and both the concepts says that a class is hiding data, that is the variables of the objects, and the methods, that is considering as the logic or the behavior of the object. So a class hides methods and data of the object, and it provides the data security. So abstraction and encapsulation deals with the classes. So it is the concepts are only possible with the classes. So we are writing the class name, and these are the keywords. Public class, public is giving the access to this class, that other classes can use this class or not. If public is written there, any class can use this class methods, but if private is written there, no other class can use this class methods, right? And this class is written in the small letters, right? That means it is the keyword which is giving us that this class is being created in Java. Then is curly bracket opening. This is just to compile that this class is writing the source code now. Class body started. Then is public static void main. Public static void main is the method. Wherever you will see this round bracket in Java in your book, that means this is the method, right? It is the indication that is the method here. This round bracket represents the method, right? And these are known as parameters. This line will be explained in any other chapter, but till now you need to know is main is the method. So you have to write like this: public static void main, all in small letters. Remembered one thing, that Java is case sensitive language. So wherever we will say that this is to be written in small letters, that is must to be written in small letters. Where we need capital letters, then we will write the capital letters only. These are some of the rules you will get to know, right? Then is curly bracket again. This is the opening bracket for the main method. Now these two lines are the variables, right? This A and B are known as variables. Variables are the names given by the user. User here is programmer who is writing the code. So we are supplying a name and it is holding a value. Variables are used to hold a value, and we are supplying this value with an equal to sign. Equal to here is known as assignment operator. And int, if you want to give a value to a variable, which type of value you are supplying to a variable, you have to declare it here before the variable. So this means declaration, that we are taking the integer value for this variable. So we are supplying this value to A by declaring that yes, we are supplying integer type of value. Same case in the next line. This is a data type int, and B is the variable. We are supplying 4 value to B. So in this way we can declare a variable and we can assign the value to a variable. That is how we can declare and initialize. This is known as initialization statement, that yes, we are giving an initial value to the variable. Now the question comes to your mind is that what if I want to hold decimal value? What if I want to hold any name of the student? Yes, we will be covering all the data types available in the Java step by step. Now this statement was that we have taken A and B and we have supplied the values to A and B, and now in this value C, that is the variable C again of int type, is equals to, we are writing the logic, A plus B. That means we are adding the two values and we are taking the result in the C. And this I have shown you that you can directly addition also, you can do the directly addition also, that by supplying the values and we are taking the answer in D. And here we are supplying the values in the variables and we are writing here variables for addition, and we have taken the result in C. So both the statements give the output as 7 only, because 3 plus 4 is 7 and A is having 3, B is having 4, so it becomes also 7. But we have to use variables, not the direct data. Why? Because here data is fixed, right? but here we can change the data in the variables and we can supply the variables. So need not to change here again and again that 3 plus 4, 4 plus 7. So just change it here and it will automatically change here, right? So it is just to tell you that we can directly adding also, we can do the directly addition also, and we can do the variable addition also, but this approach we will be using in Java. Now again I have taken two variables e and f. Now we have taken 4.5 and 5.0. These values are decimal values, right? For decimal values we have float data type, right? Float, and one is double data type that we'll be using later. Float and double are used to store decimal values. So we are dealing with two data types. One we have taken int here, another is float here. So it is showing us the result that we have taken h variable and we are adding e plus f. E is having 4.5, f is having 5.0. So the answer will become as 9.5, right? Because we have taken here float variable, right? So answer will be 9.45. So this is showing us how we can hold the decimal point of values with this data type. And these three statements have written for the printing of the answers. That system dot out dot println. System keyword to be written with the capital S. Rest all in the small letters. This is the code to print the statements on the console or the screen. So I have written here add1 is equals to, this is in the inverted commas, plus C. Here plus is known as concatenation operator to join these two things. So the answer will like this. And 1 is equals to, and what was the value of C? C is having A plus B. So the answer will be 7. And next statement is system.out.println add 2 is equals to D. Add 2 will be written like this only, as it is in the inverted commas. Plus D means D is holding some value. D is again 3 plus 4. So the answer will become again here 7. And the last part is addition plus H. So the addition full word we have written is equals to, as it is it will be printed, and H is holding this answer. So the 9.5 will be the answer. This is the output of this program, right? In this way you can write step by step coding according to your need and according to the requirement of the application. Now next I'll be covering a program to add two decimal numbers, to multiply two integer numbers, and to add two names of the students. Till now you have to write this code in your copy. I'll be sending you one pic also regarding this explanation and this video. I hope it will be helpful for understanding the first program.